Good morning YouTube. So, weather still crap, as we like to say in England. So we had a lovely day yesterday, but we had to spend the day doing official stuff for the shop at the town hall, and it was a beautiful day, and I spent the whole day just hanging around. Was going to go off on the bike, didn't work out like that. All a bit frustrating. But what I did get yesterday was my delivery. Well, over the last few days I've been getting different deliveries. Doesn't mean I'm spending an awful lot of money, just something that I'm slightly interested in. So the first thing is, I've got 3 of those, as you can see, seedling trays. Not only that, I've got 4 lots of seeds. So I've got, where's the description? So, dwarf apple, not quite sure what they're going to be like. Some, what are they called? Can't read it, but tomatoes, but they're called like waterfall tomatoes, as they hang down, small tomatoes that hang down like a waterfall. And the last, not least, probably my favourite, is maple, red maple. Well, according to the photo they are anyway. So they've all come from Manila and Paris. Ah, that's funny, that's come from Paris, which is one of the places we went on a holiday. The first place we stopped last year on the bike. It's very funny. This come from there. But my eyesight's that bad I can't see which is which I'm going to have to sort this out in a minute. So I know that by the print, well, that's, I really cannot read that. Oh dear, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? Ah, I can, Acer. So, Acer maple. Okay. So, if I put them there so I know that. So maple there. Let me see if I can read this one any better. This one also from Manila. Oh, that's the apple one. I'm trying to remember this now, which makes this tomato one. So, you would think, yeah, the problem this year is I've been trying to buy some potting compost. In town, you'd think being an agricultural area it wouldn't be a problem, but it's been a problem. So 10 kilos, but that all packed up in there is my potting compost. So my favourite knife, let's open this up, and let me see if I can bring it down to this level. So there we go. So let's open this up. Oops, gone straight into it. Well done, Steve. But that doesn't matter. I think, oh actually, so I bought it from Lazada, which is a little bit like Amazon, like a Philippine version of it, I suppose you could say. So yeah, it's actually got their name on there, which is cool. So let's have a look, see what this, it's the best I could find. Now this is not looking good. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is actually looking like pure, it's a bit, it's not perfect, it's a bit dry, it's a bit sandy. Doesn't look like the compost that I'd be used to getting. It's even got a bit of plastic in there. It's nice. Right, let me put that to one side. And knife away. Right, let's get the first of the trays. They're just basically looking for something to do. So what did I say this was? Oh, this is the maple, so yeah, I'm going to have to, hopefully there's some kind of labeling system inside. I doubt it very much, so I'm going to have to make my own labels. Let's see what we got, see what the seeds actually look like. I'm not even sure how many's in there. I think it's a lot. That is a lot. So I've got 50 pots, if you like, in each tray, so 150. Yeah, I think I'll start with the maple. So let's put some. I'm hoping this is going to be enough now. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. I thought it'd be plenty. But it did only take a few days, like a week I think, to be delivered, so I'm not that worried. The problem being is it's raining a lot still. Yes, we had a beautiful day yesterday, but the problem being is it rains a lot, so I can't. If I should put these outside, which you normally would, I'll find a space where I can put them. But it's a steady downpour, and it's just going to wash the seeds away, isn't it? Keep them nice and moist, but it's going to wash the seeds away. So anyway, if I just carry on doing that just a second. There we go. So I think I'm going to try and maybe keep them on this table. Trouble is, quite a lot of children about, and they're fascinated, as children are, by everything. So I'm going to have to keep my wits about me. This is quite good that there's, what did I say, 50 pots in the one tray. The good thing about that is, I think I'm going to get 50 Acer maple out of that little packet. I don't think it said I would, but I'm sure there's at least 50 in there. So if I can get 50 of each, the tomatoes, the apples even, we'll see what they look like in a bit. Well, I'll carry on with this and I'll let you know how I get on. So here I've basically, as you can see, I've filled that up nicely. I want to do this now without losing any. Spent the day yesterday sharpening my knives. So let's have a look, see what we got. A few in the hand to start with. So yeah, if I do that way, you can see I'm just going to poke it down in, cover it up. Actually, I'm going to have to start there, aren't I? That was a bit silly of me. Otherwise I want to know where I've got to, would I? Now, I'm not an expert on growing things from seed. Expert, if you like, from growing things from rootstocks and budding and eventually grafting, which I would probably consider myself a bit of an expert at. So growing things from seed, not so much. Do you know what? There's not 50 here. There's going to be. What do I do? Oh, those actually seeds. Some of these look like to be not seeds. Do you know what? There's that many of them. Do I just sprinkle them over and push them in? Probably not. So that's the Acer's done. Now I've got a few left over. Now I know it's going to be still a bit silly, but I wanted to make sure I got enough for each hole, for each pot. Now I've got that many left over. They're just going to go and get lost, so sprinkle them over. Look at that. I know you think I'm crazy, but more of a guarantee that something might grow, I suppose. A lot of stones in here, which I'm not happy about. Well, not a massive amount of stones, but too many. So basically, that's the first tray done. I leave the country in roughly, what would it be, 12, 13 weeks time, a bit more maybe. So I'm hoping to get some kind of result, as in seeing what grows, because it's my little project, something I need to do, keep myself busy. But I get a horrible feeling. It's a difficult one because it's knowing when to do this sort of thing. So there are certain times that, you know, there's even more left. Show me sleeve. When to do this, what time of year. I'd have to get a bit more information from people in the know here, really, because in England, obviously, I know the seasons: summer, spring, autumn, winter, and I know when to plant things and so on and so forth. Here, because it's never really a winter, this is winter time as such, but it just rains. It doesn't get cold, just give them a t-shirt now. So is this the right time to be doing this? I really don't know. Does it make any difference because of the climate I'm in? Probably not. So that is now, does it say that on there? Yeah, see, that actually says maple on there, so I'm going to stick that in the side so I know what that is. Clever, Steve. So that's that one done. Bear with me a second. Oh, man's going to stand up. Oh, another thing is, anyway, one subject at a time, I suppose, one topic at a time. Right, that's the first lot done. Another thing, totally irrelevant really, but bought myself some scales, as in to weigh myself, scales, bathroom scales if you like. It's not the world, but I weigh myself every Tuesday, and today being a Tuesday. I'm massively overweight. This is why I decided to do something about it. So I started off at 139 kilos. I'm now down to 133.4. I'm roughly losing a kilo a week, so what's that, 2 point something pound? Is it 1.2 pound per kilo? I don't know, so 2.4. So I'm here for another 12 weeks. That say another 12 kilos. That's quite a lot, isn't it? So I can feel the trousers getting a bit looser, maybe, or is that just in my head? I don't know. But I am losing weight. I'm actually doing something about it. I cut right down on the beer. Like tonight, I've just got the one. Yesterday I had a frustrating day, so I had 3, but day before that I didn't have any, day before that I didn't have any, and so on. So on the whole, I've cut down a lot. So that's my other aim. I've tried this before, you know, I've spoken about this before, as you know. It's a hard one for me. It's like giving up the smoking. I really should. Say that, I'm going to light one up now. But I don't know. So the beer is the first thing that I've cut right back on. Eventually down to 0, or as I've said to Sally, my wife, if I just stick to weekends, which I did do, but then came yesterday, which was only the Monday, so didn't have anything on the Sunday, so I drank the Friday, the Saturday. I thought I won't drink the Sunday. I did have the one, said one, and then yesterday I just went shopping. It's such a frustrating day yesterday. It's unbelievable. It's a poor excuse, I know, but it's a reason, and as we say, a reason isn't necessarily an excuse, and an excuse isn't necessarily a reason, maybe. But I felt I needed it. So one today, none tomorrow, and same with Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is my drinking days. It's what a state to get into. I know, but there you go. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and speak to you in a minute. Now I've got the tomato seeds. Comes in 2 packs. That's a lot of tomato seeds. Potentially a lot of plants. So what I'm going to do, let me just bring you up a second. The plan is now, I think, is I'm going to fill this tray, and I think I won't have much compost left after that. Do the tomatoes and the apples, which I then got left. I'm hoping to get a delivery maybe before I fly, well, within the next few weeks, of a lot more potting compost from a local source, from a nursery stroke farm family member. But it's too wet for him to come down from the mountains where he is to deliver, or for us to go up there. It's just not possible at the moment. So I might wait before I do the apples and do that. See how I get on with this anyway. So put your one down. There we go. So, bear with me 1 second. Let the old man light his pipe. Yeah. Am I going to have enough? I don't know. I might have enough of the both trays. It would be nice. I don't think this is the best quality compost I've ever seen, but I'm sure it'll do the job. And I'm just happy to get some. I just went online for what, get everything else online here. Surely I can get that, and sure enough, I did. Even if I can, I suppose the tomatoes are the ones I'm going to see the more immediate effect with, because once they start to shoot up and they're in nice compost soil, they should grow quite well. And then I obviously won't leave them in the trays of tomatoes, well, none of them eventually, but I've got to find where I'm going to do the put the tomatoes. I've got no ground as such. Well, not safe ground, it won't be attacked by chickens, dogs and cats. Yeah, I'm going to use all of this by the looks of it. Never mind, I'm not getting enough of the apples, but never mind. All to be sorted out for another time. But like I say, before I fly in 12 weeks time, I don't think I'll have any, will I have any fruit off the tomatoes by then? Maybe. I don't think so. Again, I'm not sure if it's the time of year to be doing this, but I have seen people with using these. So gave me the idea of these trays in the first place. I saw somebody in town, or just outside of town, using these for growing whatever it was. I thought, you know what, maybe I can get some of these online because you can't find them in town, and sure enough I did. So there we go. So speak to you in a minute. Yeah, not quite sure what to do yet because I got so many of them. Do I just sprinkle them? Do you know what I think I will? Should I or not? Or just do it like that, I think. Because I got so many. And they don't always all grow, do they? So I think that's how I'm going to do it. I think I'm being a bit too generous there, actually. I'll run out, won't I? So I'll do it a little bit thinner. In theory, you should just put one seed in each, shouldn't you? But I got that many, and nowhere else to put them. What I'm thinking of doing, because I've now basically spread them out there a bit like that. Basically, I've used one sachet of seeds. There's a couple of hundred in there. And it says on there you're going to get like 20 or 30, but they obviously just plonk them in there. I don't really mind how many I get. So, I think that's all of them done, isn't it? Just shove them down in. I know this is probably not the best way of doing it or the most professional way of doing it, but it works for me. Shove them down in gently, drag the soil over the top. As soon as the weather gets better, another stone, I can put them outside. Like I say, there's no point at the moment, they're just going to get drenched and get washed away. Is the problem. I'm sure they would get washed away. I've done all I can do, so I've still got apples left and a lot of tomatoes as well. So put those back away. They'll go back probably into my garage, safely out the way, or into the shop somewhere. As long as I don't forget where I put them. Getting old. Put things away so they're nice and safe now. Where have I put them so they're nice and safe? So safe that I can't find them. So there we go. All done. So let me just move the first tray of tomatoes. They're going to go there. I can find somewhere safe to put them because our dog, bless him, Jace, and the cats would find that well, they're inquisitive, aren't they? They were, especially the cat, they're not going to worry about wandering over that, and probably Jace not either. So, a bit of soil left here, that's nice, and just knock this over. I can just sprinkle that over. There we go. So that's that done. Like I say, oh, another thing I just tell you briefly. Got some left in there. I drink the water here. We buy the water in, they call it gallons, but they're more like 4-gallon containers, and we sell them at a tiny profit. But we've always got our drinking water that comes from a local place down here. But I lived many years, as I've said before, in Germany, and they're big on their sparkling water, and you sort of get addicted to it. You like the sparkling water. Don't ask me why, but I do. When I'm in England, I go to Aldi's, Lidl's, and I buy in the big bottles, and I've always got a big supply. Here, all I can find is that. So you get that from the local supermarket. It actually says on there 0 calories. Well, yeah, it's water. There you go. So yeah, I drink that. They're not cheap. Well, they are really. They're 24 pesos each. In fact, I don't drink so much beer anymore. I can afford to do it. So yeah, what is it? 24 pesos. This is three for a pound, isn't it, or something like that, or 3.5 for a pound, whatever it is. So yeah, that's just something to tell you. That's what I drink a lot of to keep myself hydrated, and wakes me up a bit as well. It's got that spark into it. I like it. Sally's tried it a few times. She didn't like it, and nobody else seems to be interested in it. But it's just something that I mean, my first 28 years in the UK, didn't even think about it. And when I used to visit family over there at the time that was there, they were drinking it, and I tried it. And then when I moved there myself, you just get into it. And you buy the crate load each week. Like I was saying before, Sally, there's almost like a tradition over there. You go to off license, if you like. They're massive places with massive, probably 50, 60 different types of beer and pops, and cola and orange, fizzy orange, whatever it might be, and waters. There's probably about 10 different types of fizzy water there. So each week you basically take your car, you get a crate of water, a crate of pop, and a crate of beer. That's what the normal family does. I spent quite a bit of time on my own over there, so I wasn't buying the pop, but it was a crate of water every week. You should take a bottle of water when you work at it each day. And in the summer, the nursery I used to work for, they were very good as well, because it used to get really hot sometimes doing the budding and that. There was always, because we had the cold storage, so there was always crates of water in there. And certain times we'd have crates of beer and they're put in there for us. But always crates of water. That each gang would take a crate of water with it out onto the fields. So yeah, I digress, as they say. So yeah, that's it for today. All a little bit of nonsense, really, a bit of chit chat to show you my latest venture. Try and get some things growing. Hoping that the weather's going to pick up soon. Yesterday, I did do a bit of filming yesterday on the bike. You'd have seen a little bit of me on it if you watched the one yesterday. But I did use my camera that goes inside the helmet when I went to town yesterday. So I'm just testing it out. So I might put that up. That's a bit of a process, because I have to somehow get that onto my phone, which I've sort of worked out how to do. So yeah, that's it for now. Everybody take care. Please like, subscribe, and I'll speak to you later. Bye from the Philippines.